My fleet approached the colony, and I was surprised to see only one ship sent to meet us. It was just a pleasure yacht with one person on board. He was an ambassador, a kind of effete trader of countries, not a soldier. I allowed the ambassador to prattle while I moved my fleet into position and scanned their planet for defenses. He asked, what do we want? Could we be paid off? Would we be interested in trade? All of that stuff. I paid his rambling little mind while I listened to reports. They had some anti-ship missiles and few ships. The positioning of their ships was strange, too far, too spread out, behind moons and debris, and not enough to destroy my fleet. The ambassador began to make wild offers of rare metals and rich foods, but all he was doing was confirming my desire to plunder their world. Please, the ambassador begged as my ships began to bombard the meager defenses. I am begging you, don't make me do this. Don't, I mocked, but his curious choice of words did not escape my notice. As a kid, I had spent time as the assistant of one of their generals. I thought I understood their species, weak and soft. They bind themselves to rules and wear pads when they fight themselves, and do not go to the blood. Their fun is in games. They like a game with cards where you take tricks, and another with discs and dice. The favorite game of the humans is one with little men in white and black. The humans I thought I knew were a race of weak traders and readers and players of games. I was alerted to the charging of an ion cannon from a ship 500 million kilometers from my fleet. I ordered a movement of ships out of the path of the cannon. Is that it? I demanded of the ambassador. One cannon? So far away that we can casually move out of its path. I was alerted to a second ion cannon, this one behind a moon. We had moved into its line of fire. I ordered the fleet towards the planet and what I thought was out of danger. The first of the anti-ship missiles impacted my fleet almost immediately. The ships with their ion cannons moved and fired into the rear of the fleet. Small ships approached the fleet in the contrails of the missiles. I ordered a full assault on the planet. I wanted this to be a warning to others not to resist me. Their small ships jumped vessel to vessel at odd angles, hiding on our underbellies while they dropped mines. Their anti-ship missiles continued to destroy my forward ships, while their ion cannons continued to move in and destroy my rearmost ships. We destroyed some of their vessels. We sunk one of their ion cannon destroyers. We ravaged the surface of their world, but they annihilated my fleet. I was in a rage, and I turned to their ambassador. I begged you, he said as tears streamed down his face and his voice cracked. I pleaded with you not to make me do this. You could have avoided this if you had just left. Why? Why did you make me do this? I moved to kill him when I realized he had a grenade. Then I understood. They trained themselves to think in unknowns, to think in uncertainty, and to think in the long term because their games are weapons.